Okay, I know that I'm running. I see ya, and you see me. I just want to make sure, one, that I turn this down a little bit so you can hear me because it's Funky Friday, and we got the funk going. And I just wanted to laugh a little bit. Today, about what I predicted from the very beginning of this adventure known as CNN Plus. Yes, that was the big news yesterday, is that good old CNN Plus quickly turned to CNN minus. Yes, it's gone. No more CNN Plus, and we should all be sad. Well, maybe not. Anyway, I'm consumed with CNN Plus. But, well, I think it's time to start the show. Johnny, play the intro. Ladies and gentlemen, coming to you live from the Lucky Dog studio in a hidden location somewhere in the upper Midwest of the United States of America, it's a brother making his own way but with all the wrong opinions. Welcome to the Morning Night Live with your host, yours truly, P. Dawg Knight. There we go. Hey, there we go. Good morning and welcome to the Morning Night Live. I'm your host, Marty, also known as P. Dawg Knight on the internet. And welcome back to the P. Dawg Knight Channel. It is Friday, also known as Funky Friday around here on the Morning Night Live. Where's that song? Hold up. That boy. Go down. Let's try this one. Funky Friday. On the Morning Night Live. Yes. And we have a sponsor, which this music is completely appropriate for on Funky Friday. Today, thank you, Chicago Mike, for sponsoring the show. Chicago Mike, thank you, sir. And, you are the new Streamlabs Superstar sponsor of the day. And Mike has brought us a new sponsor. Although, I don't know if I can sustain myself on this sponsor. Today's show is sponsored by This is CNN Plus. For the best streaming service that nobody's watching, then orders, please, pretty please, with sugar time. Please order our service before we close on April 31st. Thank you, Chicago Mike, again for sponsoring the show. You are a fantastic American. Greatly appreciated. All right, so you know what we're talking about today. We're going to talk about CNN Plus, and I'll throw some other news stuff in there like I do on the daily. But first, very important to me that I say good morning to our friends in the chat. Now, for some reason, that backed up. No, that's right. That's right. No, I got to put this in order. I'm going to go up here because this is all messed up over here. I should have never done that. Anyway, let's say hi to y'all in the chat. First in the chat today was our friend. Oh, and the only one who gets a bell strictly for being first in the chat would be Avocados Diabli. Thank you, sir, for being here. Also, good morning to Chicago Mike, first sponsor of the show today. Select a boy.
Yeah, boy.
Also, good morning, Mike Savage Blarg. Good morning to Rotten Corpse, what's up? Good morning, JMK. Good morning to Tyre Alexander, Jeffrey Russell Jr. Also, good morning to Jesse Leon. Welcome back, sir. Also, good morning, Septus Wolves, Somnambule Nation, Renee Mayette, Black Hebrew Israelite.
That's
there
right.
we go. I said Jeffrey Russell Jr. Kiever Dam's in the house. All right, let me just scroll this back up because I think I'm in the right place here. There we go. Also, good morning to, who else is here? I'm scrolling. Oh, John Migda, welcome. Spud Gun's back. Nice to have you back. I'm just going to do them with beat now. If there are any other new ones. That might be everybody so far. I don't know. Close enough. Oh, Infamous One is here. Nice to see you. And I think that's everybody. Anyway, if I missed you, I'll figure it out and we'll get it going. All right. I think it's time. Can he still do the bump? I don't know. Who's he? Laughed my ass off. I was right all along. A grifting coach, red pill, held your attention for a week, and it was all bullshit. Oh, did they find him? We were just talking about that last night. Well, on what you call it? I wasn't on Hotep's Been Told You, but I was watching Hotep's Been Told You, and I was talking in the chat, and we were all wondering if it was a grip. Did they find him? Tell you what, if you have a link to tell me where they found him, I would love to see it. Just throw it in the chat. I'll figure it out. I'll figure out how to find it. If you know, give me anything on if did they find his sorry ass? Oh, yes, I do sometimes mute myself to play the intro and then I forget to unmute. You are correct, because then otherwise the intro gets an echo. So that's why. The Duran show streamed with him hours ago. Oh, is that what happened? Interesting. I'm curious. If anyone has a link to that, you know what? That's funny. Scribe retweeted Andy Warski. All right, let's find it. I'm gonna go find it right now. Here, I'm gonna find Scribe on my Twitter machine here. Let's see. He's in my notifications somewhere. I'm pretty sure. Where's Scribe? There's Scribe right there. Let's find Scribe Light, who retweeted Andy Warski. Let's see. Find Andy Warski here. Coach Red Pill is alive. Oh my God. Let's turn this music off because let's go check this out. I'm gonna turn this down. Here, we'll just put that. All right, let's look at this because I'm curious. I am curious. Before I do that, though, let me just thank a couple people. Let me make sure I thank a couple people because y'all help me out quite a bit by doing this. Thank you, Scribe Light, Rotten Corpse, Kiever Dam, Somnambul Nation for all tweeting out the show. Ladies and gentlemen, if you'd be so kind to do that on, here and there, it really helps. I'm almost up to 1,270 subscribers. So it's been about so far this year, I think I've added about 100 subscribers, but I need to really get up to that 10,000 mark, Project 10,000. And part of that is on my end where I need to make sure I have some guests and have some people who, just get the word out. But if you could help me get the word out, that would help too. Now, my goal with this Project 10,000 was originally to have more subscribers than CNN Plus. But I didn't want to do it the way it's happening, okay? Because there is one slight possibility that CNN Plus is not gone forever. At least there's some speculation, but we'll figure it out. But I want to look at this Coach Red Pill thing. So let me go back to where Scribe tweeted Andy Warski. Here it is. Andy Warski's tweet. It says, oh, wait, I got to make this so you can see it. How about that? That would be smart, wouldn't it? I'm not always that smart. I'm just, there we go. All right, now here's the tweet from Andy Warski, who says, Coach Red Pill is alive. Where's Gonzalo Lira? Oh, yesterday I made a mistake. He's not from Colombia. Gonzalo Lira is a Chilean national, not a Colombian national. He's a Chilean national. Oh my God! I just noticed how washed out I look. Why does this keep happening? Let me fix my camera. Holy crap! I look like hell. I look like I saw something really scary or some shit. Hang on. Why am I just snipping to? I don't need that shit. Let me make this. I gotta start looking like a brother again. Damn. Okay. I'm gonna fix this one of these days. One of these days I'm gonna have it so it works every time. There we go. I'm there because the sexiness can't look like a. Now that didn't look any better either. But anyway, fuck it. I don't care. So I'm back here. Here it is. Andy Warski says, Coach Red Pill is alive. Oh, sorry, Black Keepers. I just noticed. Black Keepers are like, thank you, sir, for sponsoring the show. And it says, Black Keepers says, what do you think about the troll that tried to play Mike Tyson Punch Out on the plane?
That's right.
Was it warranted like ex-wife Robin Gibbons? Oh my God.
That's right.
Now, Black Israelite, we watched that yesterday. And look, I've met Mike Tyson. He's a gentle giant. No, he's not a giant. He's actually much shorter than I am. But powerful ex-boxer, had his issues throughout life. And yesterday I said, maybe it was just because the dude wouldn't shut the fuck up. But I don't know. When I think about it, I don't think former professional boxers should be hitting people on planes. And I don't know what the dude said. Maybe I don't know. There's really nothing they could say that it would warrant Mike Tyson punching the shit out of you. The only thing I think is the one thing, this irritating dude, right? This irritating dude, there is one claim to fame that he now has, though. And he will always be able to say, he will always be able to say that he didn't get knocked the fuck out by Mike Tyson. Okay? He'll always be able to say that. So, other than that, I don't know. Someone says here that he got what he deserved fucking with Tyson. I don't know. Anyway, good morning, Scribe, by the way. Thank you for providing this link to Andy Worski. Also, good morning to my favorite Canadian, Jaeger Pony, and D.I. Freighter Watcher. Good morning to you, too. Alexander Pranithas never looked like Coach Redgrift. It never worried me if he played stupid games, win stupid prizes. People shouldn't get emotionally involved in strangers' life. Look, if he did not evacuate the cities in where he lived in Ukraine, stupid prizes, win stupid people, do stupid. Let's click this link that Andy Worski has and just see what's going on here. So this is it's a 4-minute video. It's a 4-minute video. I'm gonna pause it here. Oh my God, where is this from? Let's go full screen on this bad boy. Okay, so this is the video. Where is Gonzalo? I swear to God, we just were talking about this last night. We said this was a grift. But he was missing, right? All right, here we go. 4 minutes of Gonzalo Lira. I don't even know whose channel I'm on here. I hope they don't get mad at me for using this. But here we go. This is exclusive to who's this? Let me find out who this is. Whose YouTube channel is this? I don't know. Maybe we'll have to look at it on YouTube. Let me click this button here. And we'll see whose channel it is. I don't even know whose channel this is. Come on. Okay, this is someone named the Duran. The Duran, as opposed to boom doom 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 doom. I've seen you on the beach and I've seen you on TV. To all the millions yours, it means so. Okay, if you know that song. Anyway, that's the Duran. Well, this is the Duran as opposed to Duran Duran. Her name is Rio and she dances across the sand. Okay, let's talk about Alex Christoforou. All right, let's listen to this. I want to hear about this. Okay, unmute it. Unmute! Damn it. Hang on. Here it is. So look, quite sneaky of him to do this, but can you imagine? I'm going to see how he grifts off of this. He's going to find a way. He's going to find a way to grift off this. I know it. He's going to be asked for. Do you know, by the way, this dude's Patreon, he has 3,000 patrons on Patreon. And I think his lowest tier, now people you don't necessarily have to do a tier, pay by a tier, but I think his lowest tier is $5. But he has 3,000 patrons. So he's making a minimum of $3,000 a month on Patreon, and probably much more than that. And I don't know why, but anyway, someone says you never heard of the Duran. No, I'm sorry. There's, you know how many freaking YouTube channels there are? There's thousands of millions of YouTube channels. I don't know all of them. Good morning, what's her name? Good morning, Asian Research Directorate. So anyway, I thought his hat was Lizzo's thigh for a second. Oh, damn. Does he have a big head? I don't know. That'd be a big ass head if that was Lizzo's thigh. Anyway, let's watch this.
Gonzalo, I think we are live. I think we should be live.
Now, let me just make an observation right off the bat. I wasn't expecting to do this today. I wanted to talk about this is CNN. But Gonzalo's here looking awfully tired. His eyes are, look at his eyes. That's just that's a stop, stop magic. But anyway, let's listen to this.
One sec.
He looks tired as fuck.
I see 0 people are watching.
Well, doesn't matter.
No one's watching. No one's watching.
I'm watching, Alex.
Oh
no, here's some people.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Well, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. Just stop. Just talk to the dude.
Look, Gonzalo, I'll give you 5 minutes.
Yeah,
let me put you on.
It's what day is it? Friday, April 20th. Friday already. Yeah.
So it's Friday where he is.
April
so
22nd.
This is this morning.
2022. I'm in Kharkov.
He's still in Kharkov. Okay.
I'm okay. I just want to say that I'm back online, and I'm here with Alex Christoforou, and I just want to say that I'm fine physically. I'm a little rattled. I was picked up by the SBU on Friday, April 15th at a little after 1 p.m. local time.
Okay.
I'm okay physically. I'm a little rattled. There seems to have been like a lot of interest in my case, which is wonderful. Thank you. But there are a lot of other people who are frankly more deserving of the attention.
Survey says. Good morning. Why are you so angry? Happy Friday. Did he get stoned and miss it? LOL. Grift check. I don't know. Hi, Richo. What's up? Okay, here we go. More Gonzalo here.
I've highlighted them in my Twitter feed, the real Gonzalo Lira. Those people matter more because we don't know where some of them are. Some of them have passed.
Okay. now I gotta follow him on Twitter. I didn't even know he was on Twitter. The real Gonzalo Lira. Okay, if you want to follow on Twitter, the real Gonzalo Lira. If you want to follow me on Twitter, at Dawg Knight. Right there. At Dawg Knight.
Passed away, but some of them were killed. But the other ones we don't know where they are. Hold on. So they matter more.
Hang on.
Some of them have passed away.
Okay.
But
some of the people he said are more important.
But the other ones we don't know where they are, and so they matter more. I'm okay. So
I want to know why he was gone. That's what I'm curious about.
Yeah, I don't have my computer, and I don't have my phone.
Well, what the fuck? How'd you doing this?
And so anything that was published or posted on the Gonzalo Lira YouTube channel, the Coach Red Pill YouTube channel, the real Gonzalo Lira Twitter feed,
okay,
and the real CRP Telegram feed after April 15th, just discount it because it was.
Was there anything posted? Did any of you know anything about that? I don't think there was anything posted. I thought he went radio silent the 15th, so nothing was really posted. So I'm not sure what he's talking about. Anyway.
Not me. I did not have access to those accounts, and I still don't for that matter. And I don't have my cell phone or access to my email accounts. I created a new one, and that's how I got in touch with Alex. And I've been in touch with, of course, I reached out to my family members, the people close to me.
What's her name?
And I'm telling them that I'm okay. In some cases, I'm waiting for their reply because it's 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning over there.
Okay.
I'm okay. Physically, I'm okay.
Okay, whatever. He's not saying anything. I want to know what happened. He just said he was picked up. When did they let him go?
I don't have anything that I can say publicly other than I'm okay. And thank you for
super secret
the concern, because I've been like checking out on internet some of the stuff that is being said about me, and I appreciate so much the kind wishes and all the thoughtfulness of so many people, and I very much appreciate it.
And was this all he had to?
But I'm still in Kharkov.
He was only on for
and
4
for
minutes.
the time being, I cannot leave. The authority here has told me that I cannot leave the city, and but I'm okay, and
that's all.
none the worse for wear, and I'm rambling, and I'm sorry about that. I'm a little bit discombobulated, as you can imagine.
Hello, Broken Word. What's up?
But I will come up with something clever to say. So I'm going to end here. Alex, thank you so much, and just cut it out now, because I'm just.
All right. So interesting. That's fascinating. That is fascinating. To answer your question, Richard asked, were you secretly hoping Azov's Nazis got him? Laughing my ass off. No, actually, I absolutely was hoping that he was still alive and nothing happened to him. Just because, I have had minor interaction with him, but I've been following him for a while, just interested. I was never a fan of his. I think when he was giving love life advice and shit, I was like, hey, you're a basic bitch. But I don't dislike the guy either. And I certainly absolutely did not want anything bad to happen to him. It was just a mystery. I mean, he's been missing for 7 days, so good. I'm glad he's back. There is that just small element of possibility that, that he's been described by many, I'm just saying, by many as a grifter. And so you just never know. But I am going to send this out to my friends here that were asking about this last night. Just because. All right, there we go. All right, so okay, let's see. PPP called this. I don't know what that means. There's apparently Pincalo has a link here too. So if you this link that I'll give you in the thread in the description down below, it'll have the link to Andy Worski's statement, Coach Red Pill is alive, and in that thread or that in the replies there's another video here. There are well, you can go and you can go read the replies. A lot of people are just, I knew it. I know he was faking or some shit like that. It'll be in the description down below. But I just find that fascinating. So, and also the video that I just linked will also be linked, even though it's in Andy's tweet. I am giving a separate link to that particular thing there. So it's fascinating. Anyway, the topic of the day. The topic of the day. Oh, CNN Plus has a Twitter feed. I should check this out. They have a pinned tweet. Oh no, theirs is about Dr. Anthony Fauci. They're still, CNN Plus was still tweeting as of 23 hours ago. Interesting. So anyway, let's get caught up in some news. I will close this and let me see here. There's nothing on Cloud Hub. I was going to check news from other sites if there's anything interesting. Not there. Oh, good Lord. Well done, Steaks. Not doing that. Wow, that news has me really, I wouldn't say freaked out. It just has me interested in what's going on. P is a tongue sticking out, I would assume. I don't know what that means. Anyway, yeah, it was. Oh, by the way, good morning, Richo. I don't know if I said hi to my friend down under. Richo was in the house. Nice to see you, sir. Also, good morning, Starzan. What's up? What is up? I've been watching some of your videos lately. I'll leave some chat or some comments when I drop by. Also, I see Moon is here. Moon, What's up? All right, I've enough of my screaming and yelling. All right, let's get into what I really wanted to talk to you about today. And it was not that, but that's fascinating breaking news. So let's talk about what's trending and what news there is. First of all, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you have your party hats on because it's Earth Day. And I know everyone celebrates Earth Day. I'm going to just leave. Oh my gosh. And now on Earth Day, you want messages from the people that are important to you in your life and people that have an impact on your life, because we get inspiring messages from people on Earth Day because we want to make sure that we save the earth because, we are so narcissistic that we believe we can save the earth. And so I thought the first thing I would show you is there's a message from the Speaker of the House, Nancy Pelosi, right here, because I know this is the first person you want to hear about on every given morning. Wait, I did see Moon. I could have sworn I saw. Yeah, I did see Moon. Moon's up there. Anyway, so Nancy Pelosi here it is. For more than half a century, Earth Day has offered an opportunity to recognize the beauty and fragility of our natural environment. The President POTUS and House Democrats are carrying on a proud American tradition of stewardship as we pursue a bold and essential environmental agenda. Apparently this is a thread. Oh no. She continues. Oh, this is a freaking thread. Here we go. Now more than ever we see emergency and necessity of achieving energy independence through a clean energy future. Hey, listen, I don't right now. I don't care how clean it is. I just need it to be cheaper because I drive a truck with a 26, 32, 34 gallon tank in my truck. And I need a truck to pull things. Hi, T-Ball. How you doing? And also Johnny Hellcat, the original viewer of the Morning Night Live. Now more than ever, we see the urgency and necessity of achieving energy independence through a clean energy future. Democrats will not relent until we realize the president's ambitious vision of slashing carbon pollution in half by 2030, achieving a carbon neutral economy by 2050. Good luck. And with our bipartisan infrastructure law, the Democrat Congress took action to advance environmental justice for all. Okay, let me just stop right there. Hello, Maddie. How you doing? An infamous one. Environmental justice. The fuck does that mean? Okay, justice is not something you have for inanimate objects. Okay? It's just, oh my God. They like to throw in words that don't mean anything to make them sound like they mean something and just throw them into a gobbledygook batch of word salad so you can harvest it and eat on the word salad. But the word salad does not taste very good. I'm just saying. It just tastes like mushy nothing. And that's pretty much what Nancy Pelosi says on a regular basis. A mushy nothing mush mouth shit. You know what I mean? From getting the lead out of our children's drinking water. Okay, getting the lead out of our children's drinking water. The only place where that's happening, you mean like in Flint, where you all fucked up and changed the water supply and didn't have the right properly treated water, and then you blamed it on the governor when the cities are the one that did that stuff, and then you're like, oh, it's the only Republican in the entire chain of command. You blamed it on him when there's all kinds of Democrats everywhere that fucked that up. But I'm just saying, anyway. Oh, and then she continues to cleaning up legacy pollution disproportionately harming communities of color. Well, legacy pollution disproportionately harming communities of color. What the hell are you talking about? Are you just saying that, well, oh, wait a minute. Hello, unacceptable views. I see you there. These idiots are too dumb to realize they will still be paying for electricity, and there's not enough land in all of Canada covered by panels that can equal what we have now from dams. Well, dams are kind of a clean energy kind of electricity solution, but they don't like doing dams because then they want to, because you might have to, there's some kind of, water squirrel that you might endanger their habitat because there's only 17 of them left. And so if you endanger the habitat of a water squirrel, then you can't make a dam anymore. Because they think that if any species goes extinct, it's our fault, even though I don't see any pterodactyls flying around anymore. But that's a whole nother story. Anyway, let me finish this crap and then I can move on. American today, born today, will live to see the next century. This Earth Day, let us renew our resolve to secure for our children and grandchildren a bright future that they deserve. And then she has a full statement, which I am not going to read. And I don't. Oh, God. Happy Earth Day, everybody. Can't wait to touch my favorite place on Earth. Look, here's the thing I think people should do to celebrate Earth Day. Go hang out in a park with some friends or family and smell the fresh air, although it's raining here in where I live in Minnesota. So I'll just suck in some raindrops or whatnot. And then I'll make sure my recycling goes out to the recycling bin, and because the garbage days come today, and that'll be my Earth Day. There you go. And then I might have a couple cocktails, and but this is all shit I do on any given Friday anyway. So in the immortal words of Elvis Presley, fuck it. Anyway, so there we go. So that's trending. Also, what else is going on? That's the update on Ukraine, because every day Twitter has an update on Ukraine. Here we go. The Russian military officials say Kremlin plans to take full control of southern Ukraine, state news agencies reports. Gee, I could not have predicted that. I think I said what the plan was a long time ago, but I don't know that this is all that new. Southern and western Ukraine, because they need a corridor to get to Crimea, right? And plus that's where all the oil that Ukraine has found is in the last, 10 or so years. So every time the Ukrainians find oil, the Russians come in and take more of the area, and these are two countries that I don't give a shit about. But anyway, the deputy commander of Russia's Central Military District, Rustam Minikayev, was cited saying that the Kremlin is planning to take full control of Donbas and southern Ukraine as part of the second phase of its operations, according to state-owned news agencies, as reported by Reuters. Mariupol City Council released satellite images claiming they show mass graves there where Russian forces are burying Ukrainians, per the BBC and the New York Times. So now there's a whole bunch of articles you can go through here. Now, yesterday I made a mistake and I didn't realize it, and maybe it was the article I read, but it said something about there said something about mass graves, and the article said 9, but I believe that was an editing error, because as I look at this, now they're saying up to 9,000 could be buried in a mass grave. Satellite images of the site appeared just hours after Vladimir Putin declared victory in the battle for the port city. They're saying that could be up to 9,000 people buried in this area. The bodies of dead are being brought by the truckload. Satellite images reveal up to 9,000 could be buried in a mass grave discovered in Mariupol. So that is a mass grave. 9 did not make sense to me. So here's the Telegraph has a little tweet thread, so we'll just go through that. Satellite photos have emerged of what appears to be mass graves in the city of Mariupol, where locals have accused Russian forces of burying up to 9,000 civilians. The photos emerged just hours after Vladimir Putin declared victory. I just read that one. The images, released by satellite image provider Maxar Technologies, show long stretches of graves near an existing cemetery in the town of Manhush outside of Mariupol. According to Maxar, the graves were dug in late March, and more were dug in recent weeks. It's thought that the images show up to 200 fresh graves in a town where Ukrainians claim Russians have been burying locals killed in the months-long siege. Mariupol Mayor Vadim Boshenko accused the Russians of hiding their military crimes by taking the bodies of civilians from the city and burying them at Mount. So I'm not really sure what they half Ukraine. Okay, Tired says half Ukraine and half Russia. So about 4,500 killed by both sides. I'm not 100% sure. Sorry I'm late. Good morning. Hello, Neon Leon. What's up? So let's see. What was happening there was so horrible you can't describe it, said Polina Lulak, who recently escaped. Mariupol is gone. In the courtyards, there are just graves and crosses. So I'm confused. It's awful that I'm not sure what they want them to do with. Well, first of all, stop killing people. That would be a good start. But I'm not sure what else you want them to do with the bodies. Good morning, Nico. How you doing? So anyway, that was a mistake yesterday for that article. Because it said 9. I'm like, what do you mean 9? 9,000. So that does fit the definition of mass graves. Also in the news today, Montreal Canadiens icon Guy Lafleur, even though it says Guy Lafleur, I believe it's pronounced Guy Lafleur, who captured 5 Stanley Cup titles and was a hockey hero in Quebec long before his NHL playing days, has passed away. He was 70 years old. Rest in peace, Guy Lafleur. A lot of people tweeting in French here. I grew up on Saturday night in Canada, and living in Montreal. Was a great fan. Loved watching Guy Lafleur, the Flower, play. Exciting, hardworking, and he absolutely portrayed his love of the game. My condolences to the family and a great loss in a great player. That's someone named Josie Shadwell. So a lot of people are giving their condolences to the Lafleur family. That is how it's pronounced. Guy Lafleur. Rest in peace, Guy Lafleur. Let's see. All right, now let's get to the main topic of the day. Hold on. I got to do one other thing, though, because I always check the notifications while I'm going along here. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Tyler F., Scribe Light, and Rotten Corpse. I think I've already said that for retweeting the show. And I'll just laugh about that Hotep Jesus has discovered my discovery. So anyway, let's talk about CNN. This is CNN. The disaster known as CNN Plus. Yesterday, Brian Stelter tweeted, "Breaking: CNN Plus, this streaming service that was hyped as one of the most significant developments in the history of CNN, will shut down on April 30th, just 1 month after it launched. Here's our initial story. More to come." Now, I had a slight bone to pick with young Mr. Stelter. Brian Stelter uses a photo from like when he was in college, and apparently I don't know how much older he is than that, but he's had significant weight gain since then, and certainly looks more and more like a potato every day. My problem with that statement, okay, here's what he said. The streaming service that was hyped as one of the most significant developments in the history of CNN. Well, that statement I'm curious about. So I searched through lots of CNN archives and tweets and just different things. And the idea that this was hyped as one of the most significant developments in the history of CNN. In the history of CNN. I'm like, what? Who was hyping that? And as I looked for tweets and I looked for everything about that, there's only one person that seemed to have made that statement. And that person was Brian Stelter. This is He's the only one who I was looking for CNN making this announcement. When they made the announcement, they didn't say it was the most important launch, whatever, blah, blah, blah for CNN. They didn't say it was significant because he's saying hyped is one of the most significant developments in the history of CNN. And here's Brian Stelter. Now, again, Brian Stelter comes CNN business. CNN to announce CNN Plus, most important launch for networks since Ted Turner. Really? Now, how many of you remember a little venture that was part of CNN called CNN Headline News? Because that's kind of how, isn't that how CNN started? They were more like a headline news thing, right? And I was like, and then they had the CNN, then they did CNN, then they did some CNN International and all these other CNNs all over the world. CNN here, CNN Pakistan, CNN London, CNN this and that, and blah, 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 blah. International bureaus and whatever. But this particular CNN Plus, the most important launch for a network since Ted Turner, come on. You're the, Brian Stelter is the only one who hyped the establishment of CNN Plus. And in fact, the new owners of CNN, who will be, I think, taking full control pretty soon, might not have Brian Stelter around too long. But anyway, so here's the story by Brian Stelter. There it is. CNN Plus will shut down at the end of April. By Brian Stelter and Oliver Darcy, two of the most loathsome people on the planet. Here's the article. CNN Plus, the streaming service that was hyped as one of the most significant. This is, again, it's Brian Stelter. Hyped as one of the most significant developments in the history of CNN, will shut down on April 30th, just 1 month after it was launched. CNN Plus, okay, I'm not going to do that voice for the whole thing because that'd be freaking irritating as Brian Stelter. CNN Plus customers will receive prorated refunds of subscription fees. The company said the decision was made by new management after CNN's former parent company, Warner Media, merged with Discovery to form Warner Brothers Discovery earlier this month. The prior management team's vision for CNN Plus runs counter to Warner Brothers Discovery CEO David Zaslav plan to house all of the company's brands under one streaming service. Some CNN Plus programming may eventually live through that service. Other programming will shift to CNN's main television network. So that's interesting. So they are still going to have a streaming service, but CNN Plus is just gonna be folded into it. First of all, why? What kind of streaming service? Oh, I know what they mean. They're gonna put it in with a streaming service that has a whole bunch of other stuff besides CNN. So they said, yeah, CNN Plus ain't gonna work. Now it's interesting because I think, doesn't Fox have a streaming service that is fairly successful? I know that they were trying to kind of compete with that, but they're gonna have a Warner Brothers Discovery is going to have its own streaming service, probably with their Discovery Channel brands that they already have. I think isn't there a Discovery Plus that has all their Discovery brands? So they're going to probably just fold it into that. Anyway, it says in a complex streaming market, consumers want simplicity and an all-in service which provides a better experience and more value than standalone offerings. And for the company, well, because no one's subscribing to CNN Plus. You know what? If they had gotten 1 million subscribers right off jump, do you think they would be shutting this down? I don't think so. But anyway, there's the details there. But this has, now the CNN staffers, however, the CNN Plus staffers are really, really angry. And I can understand it amid the quick collapse, saying, this is fucking nuts. CNN Plus staffers are reportedly furious after the network's Thursday announcement of the streaming service platform's collapse. The network is set to end the streaming service operations by April 30th. I mean, it's going to make it a whole month after launching on March 29th due to low subscription numbers and fewer than 10,000 daily viewers. Whew. This is fucking nuts, a staffer told the New York Post. Many people left their stable jobs at CNN to go to CNN Plus, and then they pulled it right after the launch. Everyone is aghast and furious, a source said. This literally rivals the epic disaster of Quibi. What the fuck is Quibi? Was that a streaming service? Quibi? Anyone know what that is? Anyway, the big people will likely be saved, like Chris Wallace, who left Fox News for this shit. Oh my God. And they will, but what about everybody else? The people who do the real work, the insider told the Post. Ooh, damn. That's the people who do the real work. Let's see. Someone named Cassie Hunt said, the journalists I have privileged to work with at CNN Plus are world class. I'm so incredibly proud to be able to call them colleagues. If your organization would like a chance to benefit from their talents, my DMs are open. This is my job for the foreseeable future. She's going to help find people new jobs. The staffer told CNN that they are in total and utter shock at the announcement, then fell into a state of sadness. Oh, no. Oh, no. At first, people were freaking out, the anonymous staffer said, and then, toward the end of the meeting, it just turned to sadness. Every team was huddling with each other. Oh, wow, so sad. An agent for one of the CNN Plus hosts said their client program faces an unknown fate, but assured that the network is determined to find roles for all the hosts. Wow. Now, that's fascinating because you know who some of the hosts are? Now, Chris Wallace, he's a fairly big name, you know, that people know who Chris Wallace is. But some of the hosts include Brian Stelter and Anderson Cooper. They conned Don Lemon into doing some kind of a daily, like, Oprah-style talk show, which is silly. You know, it's just, this is some funny shit to me. I'm just laughing my ass off. Hello, Papa Hotep. What's up? If you were, Papa, were you watching Hotep's Been Told You last night? We were talking about Coach Red Pill and whether or not he's really alive. Well, he's alive. You got to go back and watch the beginning of the show and figure that one out. We saw he was on a video anyway. All right. So anyway, they are, the employees are sad. Oh. Now, the demise of CNN Plus has brought forward some humor on the internet, and so we're going to enjoy some humor. Good morning, Hate Camel. Nice to have you back. Welcome to the show. Also one of the first viewers of the Morning Night Live back whenever this show started over 800 episodes ago. So here is I'm gonna get into some CNN Plus humor because there's some funny shit out there. Because there's people complaining about, oh my gosh, you know, you should not be making fun of these people who are losing. People are losing their jobs and people are making fun of them all over the internet. And the problem is, it's funny because everybody hates CNN. Real quick, thank you, Select a Boy, for sponsoring the show.
Yeah, boy.
And who says, with a nice, thank you, a 10 spot on via YouTube Super Chat, who says, since CNN Plus is going down the tube, all I have to say is, here, I'm going to do this Simpson style. Ha ha. God, that is just heartless. Thank you, Select a Boy, for sponsoring the show. Okay, let's talk about a little CNN Plus humor, shall we? So, somebody named what's his name? Sam Stein. Sam Stein on the internet is a little upset with people for enjoying the demise of CNN Plus. Because, you know, we have that, you know, well, here, I'll show you the tweet as soon as it loads. My computer's going kind of slow. Here we go. Here it is. Someone named Sam Stein. I don't know who Sam Stein. Who is Sam Stein? Sam Stein is he's from he has in his bio Politico and MSNBC. Well, fan-fucking-tastic. Cheering the failure of CNN Plus. You know what? Hang on. Let me just stop here. This absolutely requires some feeling. This requires feeling, and feeling is Sam Stein says, cheering the failure of CNN Plus. However you feel about the idea behind it is gross. Lots of people are losing their jobs. The high-priced host will be fine. But folks who are just trying to make a living in an industry that already pays shit wages, this sucks for them. Well, Sam, some people have a solution for some of those folks who are just trying to make a living in that industry. Learn to code. Yes! Okay, sorry. There's a lot of buildup for just one joke, but that is a great meme. And this is someone named Prison Mitch. Prison Mitch is a prolific creator of the memes, so you can check out Prison. It's at Midnight Mitch on Twitter. Very funny dude. Also, let's see. Oh, and this is a good one. Oh, Chris Wallace, I quit. CNN host or CNN Plus, I quit. Because apparently Chris Wallace was in the process of quitting his CNN Plus gig, and then well, I don't know. So anyway, and then also in the meme department, things that lasted longer than CNN Plus. Now, who is that? Is that Blake? Is that, what's the dude, the basketball player? This is one of the twins, right? That play basketball, and apparently he married Jennifer Lopez. Who is that dude? What is his name? Who knows this basketball player's name? Because didn't their wedding last like 26 hours? Or no, it lasted how long? Okay, wait a minute. I gotta do some research here. Does anyone know? This was CNN. Yes, thank you. The one who, welcome back. What is this dude's name? He's a basketball player, and their marriage lasted like a week before it was annulled or something like that. Or a month? Did it last a month? Okay, how long was here? Maybe let's go to DuckDuckGo here. DuckDuckGo, and I'll bet you, if I type this in right, that's not Blake Griffin. No, it's one of the twins. How long was Jennifer? Is that A-Rod? That's not A-Rod, is it? How long was Jennifer Lopez married to? Okay, Jennifer Lopez has 7 husbands. Here we go. I know she was married to Mark Anthony twice, right? Alex Rodriguez. She was married to Drake? When the hell was she married to Drake? Oh, is that A-Rod? Was his hair looking like that? No, that dude was taller than that, wasn't he? How long was she married to A-Rod? Is that the one she was married like, how long did that last? I didn't know she was married to Drake. Casper Smart. Who the fuck is Casper Smart? Wait a minute. Yeah, no, who the fuck cares? I'm just curious now. Ben Affleck, Chris Judd, no. Diddy, and Johnny. Oh, that was A-Rod. Okay, well, how long did that last? Let me see. I just want to know how long that lasted. Let's see. Lopez began dating around March 2017. Blah 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 blah. Pop the question. Blah blah blah. And then no, they were just engaged. Anyway, that's still funny. It was they were married longer than them. All right, then let's see. Who else? What is the other one here? And then the last one here that I think I have. And of course, then you have the can't do the music because I'll get one of those things. But of course, this was CNN Plus. Okay. All right, enough of that. I didn't want to do the music because every time you use the music on this one, you get one of those stupid music strikes or whatever. All right, someone sent me a message here. Let me find out what this message is real quick during the show. This is from Renee Mayat sent me a photo. Is this a more Thank you, Renee Mayat. Apparently now we know why CNN Plus is gone. We know why CNN Plus is gone, folks. Thank you, Renee Mayat, for providing this. She sent me a link to this, and I didn't even think of this. This is absolutely why CNN Plus is gone. Well, hang on. We got a sponsor first. Let's take care of the sponsor, and then we're going to tell you why CNN Plus is gone. Oh my God, this is great. Let's do some. I gotta find some sponsor music. Sorry, every time you guys kind of catch me off guard here. This is Funky Friday, so on Funky Friday we gotta have a particular type of sponsor music. That would be old school funk because it's Funky Friday. Let's try this one. Here we go. I want funky, man. Not hope. Well, let's try Happily Laid Back. Let's try this. This might work. Come on. Today's sponsor is PA. Hello, we are Programmers Alliance. CNN Plus anchors are losing their jobs. For the price of a CNN subscription, you can teach these poor dregs to code. Remember, anyone can learn to code in the arms of a coder. Oh, wait a minute. Hold up. I gotta stop the music. In the arms of the coder, we will teach them all to find new careers and won't let them fall into obscurity. That's not, I embellished on the ad there. Thank you, Tyler Alexander, for sponsoring the show and writing another fantastic ad. Okay, back to the real reason. Okay, this is the official. the official reason why. Wait a minute. Can I open that? I can't do it. Okay, this is the official reason. I don't know why I didn't think of this. This is why CNN Plus was meeting its demise. Unfortunately, they put a tweet out that probably wasn't well advised, and so they are being canceled. And, well, it might be more than canceled because CNN Plus tweeted this. I have information that will lead to the arrest of Hillary Clinton. Yes, that is why CNN Plus is gone.
That's right.
Oh,
You're a lying dog-faced pony soldier.
we get all the sound effects for that one. Oh, CNN Plus.
Your life makes me sad.
Yes. Okay. There we go. Do I have anything else to talk about besides CNN Plus today? Let's see. Let's talk about Disney today. Why is this? Wait, what the hell is going on here? Oh, okay. Let's talk about Disney because apparently, if we talking about CNN, let's talk about another media company that is having its issues these days. Okay, having its issues. Disney apparently is kind of trying to retrofit some characters. Okay, they're trying to retrofit, because the some of the executives at Disney think we should have more equity and inclusion and diversity in their characters, and so they're actually going back and looking at some characters and go, okay, could these characters be problematic? Hello, Keebler. Yes, we just talked about Coach Red Pill at the beginning of the show. Showed a video of him speaking with someone telling us that he was alive, which is hilarious in some ways. But also, look, I make fun of this whole Coach Red Pill thing, and I make fun of the grifter aspect of it. However, I am glad that he's alive. I don't think anyone deserves to be dead for the reasons that are happening over there, and he chose to live there and is caught up in some shit that he can't get out of. So hopefully he will get an opportunity to leave the country, or at least be somewhere in the country that is safe. Apparently he's safe at the moment. Very interesting. All right, let's go back. Let's talk about Disney, because I'm running out of time here, and I wanted to talk about Disney because apparently Disney now is having problems with a couple of their old characters. They say that Tinkerbell and Captain Hook are not any longer woke enough. And who else in the House of Mouse is next? This is from my friend Jeff Dunnitz. He does the Yid with the Lid. 13 years, and he used to work for Disney, so this is interesting. This is what he says. 13 years ago, I worked for the Walt Disney Company. Each character had a book explaining how they could be portrayed and what they could do or say. Each of the characters were to avoid politics. After all, their primary target was children. Children, do it for the children. Now it seems that politics is okay. A few weeks ago, Disney trashed the Florida parental rights legislation, sometimes incorrectly described as the Don't Say Gay bill. Now the House of the Mouse is diving even deeper into the woke abyss. And now the woke company is going after some of its own characters. First on Disney's woke chopping block may be Tinkerbell and Captain Hook. Disney calls those characters problems after all, and they don't satisfy the left extremist agenda. Disney executives began reevaluating the nearly 120-year-old characters made famous by writer J.M. Barrie with his children's tale, Peter Pan. According to the New York Times, Disney executives recently started reevaluation, saying, quote, as a part of our ongoing commitment to diversity and inclusion, we are in the process of reviewing our library and adding advisories to content that includes negative depictions or mistreatment of people or cultures. So what is the problem with these woke Disney characters? Like, what is the problem with Tinkerbell? What's wrong with Tinkerbell? Well, apparently now Tinkerbell is no good because she is body conscious. And too desirous of a man's attention, since she is jealous because Wendy is closer to Peter. Not as a love interest, but she's worried Peter will no longer take her on his adventures. Okay. Oh, good Lord. Please, Lord, stop. Ms. Bell is also known as a symbol of the magic of Disney. She has been featured in television commercials and movie opening credits, sprinkling pixie dust to shower a magical feeling over various other projects. And what about Captain Hook? Why is my phone ringing? Shut up. And what about Captain Hook? Well, he's a problem because he is disabled. Wait, what? I thought, don't leftists want to push the agenda of the disabled? A crocodile bit off his hand, and it was replaced with a hook. Yes, but it's not good because Captain Hook is disabled and the bad guy. We can't have disabled people portrayed as bad guys, can we? Good God, these people are stupid. And it also looks like they're already preparing to eliminate Ursula, the baddie from The Little Mermaid. Why? Because she's portrayed as dark-skinned. Oh my God. she's fucking purple. I've always thought I've always thought of Ursula as a white lady anyway, even though she's purple. But I don't know. But then apparently Lizzo wanted to be her in the live action version, and they picked somebody else. They picked a fat white lady. They picked McCartney. What's the woman that she's funny lady? Anyway, because she is portrayed as dark skinned. Come on, she isn't a person of color. She's a purple freaking octopus. I wonder when they'll start going after Snow White and the Snow White and the Seven Little People. Seriously. Well, they did. And that's funny because here's that New York Times article. I won't go through all of it, but look. Disney built in fairy tales and fantasy confronts the real world. Why? These people, you just suck the joy out of living. Never once thought when I saw The Little Mermaid that Ursula was a woman of color. She is a purple white lady. That's what she is. And Captain Hook, have there never been any disabled good guys? I'm sorry. Luke Skywalker, disabled, good guy. They made a fake hand for him. He's a good guy. I mean, what the fuck? Hell. Since its founding, in 1923, Disney has stood alone in Hollywood in one fundamental way. Its family-friendly movies, television shows, and theme park rides, at least in theory, have always been aimed at everybody, with potential political and cultural pitfalls zealously avoided. Well, they kind of screwed up with the crows in Song of the South, but you know what? I can watch Song of the South and still not give a rat's ass. It's an interesting little show. I mean, it's obviously dated, but Uncle Remus was a good guy. The brother in Song of the South, Uncle Remus was a good guy. Was it? No, was it? No, that was in Dumbo. The crows in Dumbo. Oh my God. I mean, that's but it's the sign of sign of the times. Anyway, I saw Song of the South when I was a kid. My parents took me to Song of the South, and they enjoyed it. And my Uncle Remus was the good guy. So what's the problem? Anyway. Lately, however, real-world ugliness has been creeping into the Magic Kingdom. In this hyper-partisan moment, both sides of the political divide have been pounding on Disney. Not like Disney employees have been pounding. Okay, I can't even say that. Never mind. Endangering one of the world's best-known brands, one that for many symbolizes America itself and tries to navigate the rapidly changing industry. So, I said rapidly changing entertainment industries. See, I didn't enunciate well. But anyway, here's okay, this is the shit they're doing at Disney. Last summer, to the applause from progressives and snarls from the far right, please. Negro, please. From the far right, pretty much a lot of people said are going, y'all are stupid. But here's what they did. Disney decided to make loudspeaker announcements at its theme park gender neutral, removing ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls in favor of dreamers of all ages. Why? Why does that need to be gender neutral? Because all of those new non-binary people. Because if you say ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and someone transgender's in the audience, they'll just assume the one that they correspond to is talking to them. But it has to be gender neutral. But the entertainment giant has also found itself dragged into the fray, as with the recent imbroglio. Okay, I don't care about, they dropped their own asses into the parental rights bill kerfluffle. But anyway, so the mission, I'm just skipping down, the mission for Disney has always been really clear. Do nothing that might upset or confuse the family audience. Martin Kaplan, the Norman Lear the Norman Lear Professor of Entertainment, Media, and Society at the University of Southern California, and former Walt Disney Studio executive. Fun for all, nothing objectionable. Let's all be transformed by the magic wand, but we are so divided today, so revved up, that even Disney is having a hard time bringing us together. Avoiding socially divisive topics, of course, in itself reflects a certain worldview. The Walt Disney Company namesake founder, after all, was an anti-union conservative. Main Street USA patriotism is on prominent display at Disney theme parks, as well it should. You're an American company, jackasses. The traditional Christmas story is told each December at Disney World in Florida and Disneyland in California with candlelight processional events, Bible verses and all. Oh my, oh no, oh no! It took the company until 2009 to introduce a black princess. But in recent years, there's been a notable change. Robert A. Eggers, who served as the chief executive from 2005 to 2020, pushed the world's largest entertainment company to emphasize diverse casting and storytelling. As he said at Disney's 2017 shareholder meeting, referring to inclusion and equality, oh, I feel so much better, that we can take these values, which we deem important societally, and actually change people's behavior, get people to be more accepting of the multiple differences in cultural and races and all other facets of our lives and people. Yeah, they're going a little too far, though. Mr. Eagle was one who pushed forward the global blockbuster Black Panther, which is had an almost entirely black cast and powerful Afrocentric storyline. Under his tenure, Disney refocused the Star Wars franchise around female characters. Oh, the Mariuses, those shit movies that nobody likes. Oh, well done, sir. A parade of animated movies, Moana, Coco, Raya and the Last Dragon, Soul, Encanto, showcased a wide variety of races, cultures, and ethnicities. Now, Soul, I liked that movie. That was pretty good. Haven't seen Raya and the Last Dragon, Coco. I know a lot of kids like Moana. That's fine, whatever. Encanto, though, I think bombed. Anyway, the result, for the most part, has been one hit after another, but a swath of Disney audiences pushed back. Really? Oh, Eternals. Yeah, Eternals is the one that bombed. That was the gay superhero one, right? Kissing his husband and the online. Oh, here we go. Eternals, a $200 million Disney Marvel movie, was review bombed in the fall because it depicted a gay superhero kissing his husband, with online trolls flooding the internet movie database with hundreds of homophobic one-star reviews.
How dare you?
In January, Disney was accused by the actor Peter Dinklage and others of trafficking in stereotypes by moving forward with a live-action Snow White movie. Oh, there it is! Until it was revealed that the company planned to replace the 7 dwarves with digitally created magical creatures, which in turn prompted complaints by others about the erasure of people with dwarfism. You cannot please anybody. Anyway, there's more down here. The stereotypes are wrong then, stereotypes are wrong now, blah, blah, blah. The Little Mermaid was one, her dark color palette. They were pissed off because of Ursula. She also is a queer-coded character with mannerisms inspired in part by those of a real-life drag queen. Oh my God! I didn't do the whole sentence. Her dark color palette, lavender skin, black legs, could be viewed through a racial lens, the Stories Matters team cautioned. She is a queer-coded character. So, if let's say she is, with mannerism inspired in part by those of a real-life drag queen. So, she's still a purple white lady with octopus arms and legs. Good Lord. And then Tinkerbell. Okay, so they go out and fuck these people. I can't even do it. I can't read it no more. I can't do it. Can't do it. Do I have anything else here? I do. Let's see. Oh, just a puff piece from the New York Times. It's not in the New York Times. I'll just tell you about this one and you can read it yourself. This little puff piece in the New York Times. Come on, click. There we go. The title is going to tell you a lot. If Biden's pandemic relief plan is like a New Deal for local projects, voters didn't notice. This is I'm going to skip the actual article and just read you the article that kind of pans it. Oh, that ain't it. There's issues and insights. So, because basically what they're doing, the Times gaslights America about Biden's rescue plan boondoggle and fails. We're not trying to desperately damage Republicans by keeping the January 6th riot on the front page. The New York Times bravely does public relations work for the Biden administration. The latest case in point is the pathetic attempt by the paper of record to defend the misguided, unjustified inflation fueling $2 trillion with a T dollar American Rescue Plan. The article, If Biden's Plan is Like a New Deal, Why Don't Voters Care?, claims that Joe Biden's big problem right now is that voters don't know how much they're benefiting from this March 2021 rescue plan. Hello, Maniac Man. But despite a valiant attempt to put lipstick on a pig, the report ends up making the case for how badly voters got hoodwinked. The story focuses on a $350 billion the bill dumped on state and local governments and begins by telling the story of how Richmond, Virginia plans to spend tens of millions in rescue funds to upgrade a community center. Oh, that doesn't sound like infrastructure to me. And how excited the mayor is about the project. Quote, the city intends to build it in the next few years using $20 million from the American Rescue Plan. Wait, in the next few years? Wasn't the American Rescue Plan an emergency plan that Biden said was needed to save the economy from pending doom? You know, roads, bridges, crumbling. Motherfuckers always talk about crumbling roads and bridges. Now, granted, there's some bad roads and bridges out there, right? How many of those belong to the federal government? Oh, these are grants to state governments. Oh, this state government that's supposed to be fixing roads and bridges is going to build a new community center in the next few years, taking $20 million from American Rescue Plan infrastructure bill. How the fuck is a community center infrastructure? That sounds like we need a community center because we could have a special place for children and adults and old people to go. Hey, jackholes, how about you build your own freaking community center and stop using the American Rescue Plan infrastructure bill to build your shit. Build your own shit, but take the money from your own people. Not like I have an opinion on that or anything. But anyway, that seems lost on now. But yeah, wasn't the American Rescue Plan an emergency plan that the Biden said was needed to save the economy from impending doom? That seems lost on Burns, who wrote the article, who says, without any sense of how ludicrous the statement is, that, quote, 13 months after Mr. Biden signed the emergency package, that money is starting to fuel a wave of investment on city infrastructure, public services, and pilot programs unlike any in decades. Yay! The city of Richmond is going to get a new, fancy new community center. How are the roads and bridges around Richmond doing? The committee responsible for federal budget has been tracking nearly $6 trillion in COVID relief money approved over the past 2 years and finds that more than $800 billion still hasn't even been committed or dispersed. I haven't gotten mine yet. To put that in perspective, Obama's entire stimulus bill was priced at $831 billion. So $6,830 billion of Obama's $800 billion hasn't even been dispersed. Burns goes on to point out that even when the state and local governments get the money, they can't spend it very fast because the money must make its way through city councils and contract bidding processes. Then there's the fact that state and local governments didn't need Biden's rescue money because the economy had already rebounded so quickly, leaving them awash in tax revenues. Government revenues surged across much of the country, and governors of once beleaguered states like California and Minnesota announced proposals to give residents tax cuts or one-time rebates. Oh, I didn't hear about that. And I live in Minnesota. What the hell? I'm far out. But instead of acknowledging the utter stupidity of emergency relief that state and local governments didn't need and will take years to spend, Burns laments that ambivalence among voters stems partly from the fact that many of the projects being funded are now invisible. Yeah, because they're not going to start for years. And he managed to leave readers entirely in the dark as to the problem at the core of Biden's rescue plan, namely that the economy did not need rescuing. Burns writes that Mr. Biden's popularity has declined in polls over the past year. That's an understatement. And voters are giving him less credit for the country's economic recovery than his advisors had anticipated. You mean people got to go back to work? Yippee. Perhaps it's because Biden had nothing to do with the recovery and voters know it. As we pointed out many times, the economy roared back after the pointless COVID lockdowns, and GDP had all but fully recovered by the time Biden signed his massive spending bill into law. Unemployment was plunging much faster than expected and would have gone down faster if we were not for Democrats continuing to push for lockdowns, restrictions, and vaccine mandates and generous unemployment bonuses. Burns, the writer, admits that getting voters excited about the American Rescue Plan was a tall order in the first place when so many are preoccupied with the price of gasoline. Oh, yeah, we're recovering everything and it's going right back out the pockets. And have you tried to buy... last time you went to the grocery store, have you looked at the price of beef? It's insane. A hamburger is the price of what a T-bone steak used to be maybe 2 years ago. It's insane. Like $6 a pound in some places. And now some certain steaks, I went to the store the other day, I looked in this little meat rack and I'm like, $21.99 a pound. What the fuck are they selling here? Shit. Is it gold flake embossed and infused steak? Can I scratch through it before I cook it and take out the gold flakes and make a ring out of it? So anyway, he also fails to make it clear that readers that the rescue bill itself is the primary driver of inflation. You think? Just as economists such as Larry Summers had predicted, whatever benefits the spending provided, inflation is clawing back. So while trying hard to gin up support for Biden and his rescue plan, Alexander Burns, the writer, and the Times still managed to show that the spending wasn't needed for projects no one will notice and fueled inflation, which is what people really care about. In other words, there's no mystery whatsoever as to why people don't freaking care about Biden's New Deal. And that's that. And that's how I'm going to finish the show today. Because, I always want to finish on a weird positive note. The other article in the there's in the tabs today, there's going to be one more article from Julie Kelly talking about, hey, maybe we should defund the Capitol Police. You can check that out. It's an interesting story. She's been prolific on writing about the January 6th fiasco. And then also there's another one here. This is great. For the Washington Free Beacon. 10 very normal people that Taylor Lorenz doesn't want libs of TikTok to expose. So we've been talking about Taylor Lorenz all week. I'll just give you some examples. A fish gender person who uses toy and fish pronouns. A gigantic woman who shoves a spoonful of peanut butter into her belly button. You know you want to see that. I'm not going to play the video. You're going to have to do it yourself. A drag queen teacher who performs at school. Now, this is the worst. Look, this might be the worst. Now, I've seen drag shows before. There's some talent in some of these drag shows. Serious. I'm not joking. Because, you go to the bars that have drag shows, and some of the drag shows are amazing. You go there and you're like, wow, They look really, but then they great performance and shit like that. This, however, is not it. This might be the worst ever. This is anyone think this is good? I gotta turn the music off. This is not good, and not even okay. That's just giving you examples. Anyway, you can watch this article. There's basically some libs of TikTok shit that they pulled out for this article. People that Taylor Lorenz doesn't want you to see. That'll be in the link down below. As I do for every show, if it was on the screen today, it is going to be in a single link in the tab below. I will update there in the outro, and you'll be able to see all these articles and tweets and whatnot and videos and whatnot in that link. You click the link, and there'll be a list of them, hyperlinks to every single thing we talked about today. So, on that note, I must call it a day. Thank you, everyone here, for you being you and being in the chat and hanging out. And if you're watching, lurking in the background, thank you too for watching. If you're watching a replay, put a comment in the comment section. But before you leave, if you haven't done so, write down there, it's somewhere down there. There's a little button, a little thumb. It's called a like button. Click the like button. Share the stream before, during, and after the stream. Put a comment in the comment section if you're watching a replay. And thank you to our sponsors today. If you want to sponsor the show, you can do it 24 hours a day. There's information in the description down below how to do that. Definitely a Streamlabs and Venmo and Cash App. But and then during the show, Streamlabs and super chats via YouTube, if you don't mind giving 30%. And pdognight.live. That's where you can do it 24 hours a day. Thank you to our sponsors today, Chicago Mike, Black Hebrew Israelite, Selected Boy, Tyre Alexander, and Chicago Mike. You are the Streamlabs Superstar sponsor of the day. Thanks everybody for being here. It is time for me to do my other stuff that I do in this world. So, thank you. You have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful weekend. I'm not sure if we're going to do a trail stop stream tomorrow, but if we do, I will somehow let you know. And you have a fantastic weekend. My name's Dawg Knight, and I'm out of here. Bye. Have a great weekend. Hey, this is Dawg Knight, and thank you for watching today on the Dawg Knight Channel. If you have an observation or remark you'd like to make about this video or my channel, I absolutely welcome you to write it in the comment section down below. I really look forward to hearing from you. And before you go, if you like what you saw but you're not already subscribed, please make sure you hit the subscribe button and definitely click that bell that pops up afterwards so you'll be notified when I post new videos or when we go live. I broadcast my live show, The Morning Night Live, Monday through Friday at 10 o'clock Eastern, 9 o'clock Central. A special thank you to all the supporters of this channel who share our videos on social media and who make donations through Streamlabs, YouTube, Venmo, and Cash App, which are all linked in the description down below. Thanks again, and until next time, I'm Dawg Knight, and I'm out of here.